Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Michelle Chartier, and I'm a dentist here in Atlanta, Georgia. And you can tell I don't just play a dentist on TV. I'm really working today, got my gear on, and I'm in between patients, and I thought I would just take a moment to tell you a little bit about dental insurance. I get asked this question all the time by my patients, friends, and family, and the question I get asked is, does my insurance cover this? Let's get into the history of dental insurance and what it is and is not, what is considered covered and uncovered, and the different types of dental insurance, as well as my opinion on all of it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and for those of you who enjoy this video, click the like button for me. Let's get into it and let's have some fun. It's great to see you guys. I think in order for you to understand dental insurance and its limitations and benefits, you have to understand the history of dental insurance. So let's just briefly chat about that. So in the 1950s, there was a union in California that decided to offer dental benefits to the children of union members. This was almost revolutionary at the time because prior to that, there was no such thing. However, the 1800s, there were medical insurance that was pretty common. So it took a long time before dental insurance came along. Fast forward to today, and 77% of all American adults and 90% of all American children have some type of dental benefit. That's a big stride from 1950 to 2020, so that's great. However, let's just discuss the limitations. So in 1970, I don't know what the monthly payments were to get dental insurance. Unfortunately, I couldn't find that information, but I can tell you that the maximum allowable amount per year that you could spend on your dental needs or dental care was $1,000. In 1970, that was a lot of money. Let's fast forward to today. Drum roll, please. The maximum allowable annual benefit for dental care from a dental insurance company on average is $1,500. So you're thinking, oh wow, $500 over that much time? It's 2020 now. That was 1970 then. Yeah, but it even gets worse than that. So it used to be that you could get 2 cleanings, 2 exams, and some x-rays. So all the preventive was in addition to the $1,000 in 1970. Today, that 2 cleanings, 2 exams, and x-rays is included in the $1,500 maximum allowable benefit each year. So it's kind of a wash, to be honest. So if we were keeping up with inflation, you would have $10,000 worth of annual benefit towards your dental care. So you can see there's a huge discrepancy there. I just thought that'd be helpful to know and understand. Another thing that I can tell you, medical insurance, I don't believe has a maximum allowable benefit. So God forbid if you need a major surgery or have some type of catastrophe, you don't have to pay the difference between, your lifetime amount or that year's amount. So you have 2 accidents in 1 year. It doesn't really work that way. You do have deductibles and co-payments, but it doesn't have the maximums that I know of. Conversely, dental insurance has maximums, and they also have a lot of co-payments. So for example, you need a filling done, you may have to pay 50% of the fee, and your insurance only covers 50%. So it just depends on the plan you choose, of course, but also medical and dental insurance, they're really not that similar. I just think you need to understand that to really appreciate what dental insurance is. Okay, as far as dental insurance goes, I think there's about 3 different ways that most people are currently getting some type of dental benefits or trying to afford dentistry. So number 1, probably the most pervasive is PPO and DMO. PPO and DMO is where you pay your dental insurance company some type of premium, and then they give you a list of providers. Typically those providers tend to be what they call in-network, which means that it's kind of a corporate sort of owned dental office. It's not like an individual dentist at an office or a couple dentists that have gotten together in a group practice. It's more of a corporate owned entity. I know that those dentists have agreed to discount their fees. And while that sounds great, I just like to share with you that the average dental office overhead is 75%. 30% of that is staff. So, you know, the hygienist, the assistants, the front desk, et cetera. The other high ticket item in a dental office overhead is 8% goes to lab fees. So retainers, crowns, partials, all sorts of things like that. So 38% goes to basically the people who are treating you and some of the more important items that are placed within your mouth. So if you're being asked to reduce your or discount your fees to 60%, you're going to have to make up for that discrepancy somehow. I'll just leave it at that. So let's go to number 2. I'm a fee-for-service dentist. What that means is basically I see my patients, I tell them what dental care that they may need, and the fee for that is X. Now, a lot of my patients do have dental insurance, so their dental insurance will pay for some of it, and they are responsible for the balance of that payment. I basically help my patients file for that insurance and try to get their benefits from the insurance company, but in the end, my patients are responsible for their own dental care. So we kind of tell our patients, like, you have to use dental insurance as a coupon because of its limitations. So a lot of times they'll come in and dental insurance only covers 50% of any given treatment. And of course we max out at $1,000 per year. So not a lot of treatment can be rendered in any given year. So if you have a lot of dental needs, there will be a lot of out-of-pocket expense. Another thing about fee-for-service is I basically don't work for the insurance company, and a lot of patients don't understand that I don't have a relationship with the insurance company. My relationship is with my patients, and I always like to have that relationship intact. I don't ever want to be in the situation where I have to look at somebody and think, you know what, I'm not going to do that because their insurance doesn't cover it, and therefore I'm not going to get paid for it. I just don't feel that that's the place for me. So I have chosen to keep dental insurance where it needs to be, which is a payment option for my patients. But my relationship is with my patient. So I will look into everybody's mouth and tell them exactly what dental things need to be done to get them nice and healthy. The newest trend in dentistry, or newer trend, is kind of happening in medicine as well, where you basically pay the doctor directly and you become part of a club within the practice. So now dentists are offering these club type memberships where they get paid directly some type of fee, and then there's an agreement with the patient, like, oh, you'll get certain number of cleanings per year, x-rays, maybe some dental work, or maybe even some discounts towards dental work, or so on and so forth. It just makes dentistry pretty affordable, and you take out the middleman and the hassle and the paperwork related to filing for insurance and trying to recover benefits from the insurance company. I find that kind of exciting and neat, and maybe I'll start doing that too. We'll look into it. We'll see if our patients want something like that. I don't mean to sound like Debbie Downer about dental insurance, because it has afforded a lot of patients to seek out dental care and get healthier. And so I absolutely think there are so many positives to dental insurance. The challenges lie in several things. One is, as a fee-for-service or a private dentist, my relationship is always with my patients. I don't look at them and treat them based on their pocketbook or their insurance company or anything like that. I just look at them and tell them, in my assessment, these are the things that would improve your dental health, and this is the cost for those things. And then we try to work with our patient to make sure that is affordable to them. So I don't like to let the insurance company dictate how I treat my patients or what procedures should be used to make them healthy. I think that's a very important part of my practice and why I really value what I get to do for my patients every day. Knowing that, I also take great pride in the fact that my patients come to see me, and I really try to earn their respect, and I want them to know that I really care about them and I'm looking out for them. Healthcare has changed so much of how we treat our patients, and I just don't ever want to be thinking, well, I'm not going to do that because their insurance won't cover it. I don't want to put someone's dental health at risk. The other thing that I'd like to say about dental insurance is, there are limitations, and patients really don't understand about dental insurance. And so I hope this video is very helpful to those who are looking at plans. Please know that there are limitations within a plan. It's not necessarily going to cover all of your needs. There's going to be out-of-pocket expenses related to it based on the very low annual amount of spend each year. And that's another thing, you can't roll over to the next year. So if you don't use your dental benefits, you can't roll them over, you lose them. So I just want everyone to know, when you're looking at your dental insurance plans, perhaps you should know what your needs are and then find a plan that fits those needs. So if you need a lot of restorative care, meaning crowns and fillings and root canals and things like that, get a plan that covers those kind of things. If you don't need that kind of plan, but you need something for periodontal or gum disease situations and extra cleanings, look for a plan that might cover those needs if you're able to. As far as dental insurance in general, my patients who are not covered by an employer typically find that it doesn't really make sense financially to pay for a dental plan out of pocket for themselves. They would be basically paying a premium and trying to get back that premium in some type of treatment, and they can't always get it easily, so they figure, why bother? It's kind of a hassle and a lot of paperwork for them. So that's kind of my insurance information, and I hope this was helpful. If you have any insurance related questions, please put them down below and I'll try to answer them. And until then, keep smiling.